Hello there. You will watch the mediocre modeler seeking the seeker, part 2. When last we met, I was trying to make a vinyl box. How hard can that be? Well, yeah, we figured out that was pretty darn hard. I finally got to the point where I could get it where I got it where I wanted it to be, got my side pieces, and that's what I ended up with. It's the right shape, it's the right length, you know, I matched my angles, so I'm good to go. So this video, what we're going to focus on is the cockpit. So it had some surface issues, it had some cracks in it and everything, so I had to Bondo it a little, and then the most important thing was I had to extend it just to make sure that this matched this length right here. Okay, so the other challenge was matching the angle. It's got cheeks on it. It goes, it's a hexagon shape. You know, it goes out and down. And I did a pretty good job, I think, of matching the angle. It's close enough. That part will be back in the back part of the model, so it's close enough to where just upon glancing at it, you're gonna go, oh, hey, that looks pretty good. The other main thing, like I said, had to cover up my transition from the resin to the vinyl, and so I had to Bondo it, and I was curious, well, how well is this gonna cover, what's gonna look like primed, and so I put a little bit of primer on there, and it looked pretty. It came out pretty well. I'm happy with that. So main thing that I really want to cover up, and there's still a couple of spots here and there, pits in the Bondo. I want it to good smooth surface, so sand it down, add a little more sanding, putty, sand, repeat. It's the modeler's model. I have even a button that says putty, sand, repeat. I made it, but anyway, that's beside the point. So we're going to focus on this video and going from the short stubby version to the longer extended version. Just a side note, the nose cone of the Seeker is also the same front end as they used for the Arc 2. Another Filmation fun live action Saturday morning video. Look it up. You'll thank me. But on to the video. First, I cut a piece of plain sheet styrene and glued it to the back of the cockpit. That way, it's going to be the base plate, and I use my Dremel to shape it to the body. I'm going to repeat this process, so I'll have a front and back plate. I'll drill 6 holes in it, 3 on each side, and extend it 1 inch. And there you have it. So now I have to skin it, and just trying to figure out how much of that I'm going to need after I glue my posts in place, and making sure that they were straight. They have flexible rulers that I've seen and been wanting to get, and that would have been great for measuring the distance around the cockpit. That way I can ensure that I wasn't using too much, but you know what, better to have too much than too little. I have a soldering station at my model bench that I'm going to use to heat up the plastic and bend it around the shape of the cockpit. It's a really tricky thing. You don't want to be too much heat, but when you get it just right, it's like butter. Well, this is what we're shooting for, and this is where we are. Okay? Not bad, not good, just it is what it is. I made the assumption this was going to be an easy build because I had a good majority of the parts. You know what happens when you assume. You got to put some work in, and that's what the scratch building is all about. I'll tell you what though, styrene is your friend. Trips to the hobby shop, styrene and glue. Enough of that practice and you can make anything look like anything. I have more work to do, so go build something. Pew 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 pew.